Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Choosing Beggar Reddit video. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe and click on notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. In our first story, a choosing beggar demands delivery because she is a single mom. Turns out, she isn't the only single mother in the world. Let's jump right in. So this took place several years ago, but I live in a small town and came into contact with one of the players in this story today. My divorce from my first husband had just been finalized, and he'd been given a certain number of days to pick his things up or to make arrangements for someone else to pick his things up. Otherwise, after that period of time, they became mine to do what I wanted with. His things were stored in a shed in my backyard, which I'd done for him as a favor after he had lost his place. It was after I had been nice enough to do this favor for him, things went south quickly. My ex-husband's mistress, turned girlfriend, turned ex, turned girlfriend again, who would later become his wife, became pregnant. She was not a fan of mine as she was worried that he would get back with me or cheat on her, so he never got his things. Even after the date passed and I had double-checked with him, I wanted to be the nice guy and cover my bases, so I still gave him more chances to pick up his stuff, but it never happened. After that, I decided to have a yard sale. This stuff all had to go because I had a neighbor who wanted to buy my shed and move it to their yard. I did have some satisfaction in making a bit of money from selling his possessions, especially as I had no other help from him in supporting our kids. I fed them, sheltered and clothed them, paid their daycare and their health insurance, while he only fed them for 6 days per month. The big day of the yard sale came and I sold what I could of his things. I also sold some things I wanted to get rid of and some clothes our children had outgrown. After the yard sale, I boxed up what was left of his things, mostly his old clothes and a few miscellaneous tools, a somewhat crappy bent-up toolbox that was missing a door, and other stuff of little value. He was a trash man and he thought everything he saw thrown away was valuable, so he was always bringing things home. I put up a listing to give away the rest of his stuff for free. I would not deliver the stuff, but I did offer to meet near where I worked with anyone who wanted the stuff. Remember, I'm a single mom at the time. I am working 55 hours per week, and now I am raising 2 kids on my own. A woman contacts me and asks if she can have the stuff. I tell her yes, but that she needs to meet me at one of a few preset times and locations that worked for me with my schedule. After I give her the times and places, she tells me that none of those work for her because she can't afford to meet me near where I work and she can't possibly pick up the stuff while she has her kiddos. She really wanted me to drive the stuff to her. I should drive to where she was living, which was 25 minutes away, one way from where I worked. She told me that she really needs for me to do this because she's a single mom. I tell her I'm sorry, but that I am very busy. I don't have the time in my schedule to go out of the way to deliver this. I don't want to spend more than a few minutes out of my day on this. She continues to press me on this. This is very important for her. She needs it so badly, and I should do it because she's a single mom. I again tell her no. Then her mom joins into the conversation, repeating the same things her daughter just said. Her daughter really needs me to deliver all of this stuff to her because she's a single mom and really needs it. At this point, I tell them that I can relate because I am a single mom too. I work long hours to support my kids and have a very tight schedule, so I don't really care whether they take the stuff or not, but if they want it, they will need to pick it up. The girl comes back at me saying that I'm not really a single mom unless my kid's father is dead. How do you respond to something as stupid as that? Then the best part comes. The girl then explains to me that the only income that she has is survivor benefits for her children. I told her that my only income came from working long, exhausting hours to support my family. Story 2 shows us a choosing beggar friend who gets angry when their text messages aren't replied to immediately. But this type of thing can go too far. Recently, I completely cut off a friend for the first time in my life. I hope the mistake I made by staying friends with them for so many years and ignoring the warning signs and gaslighting I experienced serves to educate others. I had this longtime friend since 2012, and we connected on pretty much anything. She was also 2 years older, and we hung out almost every weekend in college. However, as years went by, I started to see some red flags. If I didn't reply within 24 hours to her 10-paragraph message, she would question my morals as a friend. Then I would have to apologize to her profusely to earn her trust back. She would tell me something about how she was going through a hard time, so I would forgive her. I've also paid for her Patreon since 2018, food, Uber, and more than that, on top of traveling 4 hours to visit her because she told me she was struggling financially. But still, she demands an explanation if I don't reply to her non-urgent long message for 12 hours, otherwise she'd go off about how I'm being a bad friend and continue to gaslight me. Last week, out of the blue, she asked for a referral to my company. I didn't reply for 2 hours because I was working, and she continually messaged me about how I could look in the internal job board, as if I didn't know. I gave her exactly what she needed to send me. I was planning to get to it when I had some time on Monday morning, as this was over the weekend. Instead, she gaslights me while I am doing her the favor. I don't mind helping others, and I don't expect anything back when I help. But gaslighting me because I don't reply within a few hours, especially for work-related matters during non-work hours, is unacceptable. Throughout the years, we've shared our successes, laughter, inside jokes, and struggles with each other. We were there for each other when we needed someone to talk to. However, as more time goes on, she starts comparing herself to me, from the number of followers we have on Instagram to our careers. I try to brush that off, but I start to feel discomfort when I see she has sent me a message. I realize that I'm unconsciously fearing that I might be gaslighted again if I don't immediately drop whatever I'm doing in order to reply to her long, non-urgent message. If you have someone toxic in your life, you don't deserve any of that. They are not worth your time. It can be very hard to cut them off, especially if you've had a long history with them. You may feel like you've lost a part of you for a while, but that feeling is only temporary. You deserve better. There are so many other genuinely nice people out there. You can choose who you want to spend your time and emotional energy on, and you don't owe anyone an explanation. Story number 3 shows us a wonderful dating opportunity for all those guys out there. Well, not all the guys. With these demands, are there any guys out there that would take up this offer? Cute but psycho. Does anyone read this part? I just want a real man. For example, Jon Snow. I want flipping Jon Snow. I want a man with honor and respect and intelligence. Also must have a sense of humor. Also must be able to do all things manly, such as kick another man's butt, shoot guns, kill deer, fish, camp, hike, fix stuff in the house. I am extremely picky at this point, and if I catch a whiff of needy, possessive, controlling, or wimpy behavior, you will not hear from me ever again. Just don't be full of lies and stuff, and be genuinely seeking something that matters. And be Jon Snow, lol. I have found that most men on this site are disingenuous and pretending to be looking for something they are not, aka mentally ill men. No offense to mental illness, but I'm just not interested in playing those kind of games. If you are a gentleman, tall, handsome, preferably tall, dark, and handsome, wickedly funny, easygoing, not self-absorbed, kind, smart, brave, reliable, and consistent, then I may like you. Also, I'm not seeking hookups, so if that's your thing, then move along. That being said, I'm not going to sleep with you even if we are dating for months. I'm strong-willed and independent and capable of taking care of myself. Sometimes people think I'm a blank, but I'm not. I just know better than most. I am not from here, but I moved here for its beauty. It did not and continues to not disappoint. I love swimming in the ocean and the beach, whale watching, all that touristy stuff. I want to see all of the area. I do not believe in white privilege, nor do I believe in Black Lives Matter. My skin color has allowed for nothing to be handed to me. I also think people who wear masks everywhere are touched in a special way. If you think you can handle it, then shoot me a message. Oh, and don't call me hun or babe or sweetie when you don't know me. She's a peach, and I'm guessing that if you're interested, there's still time. This is John from Slash Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see more of them, then please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like, share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.